Okay, welcome back everyone. This is our part two of our weekly stories from Wudang with my Shifu, Zhong Shui Chao. Morning Shifu, well, morning from the UK. I think it's afternoon for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's afternoon here. Good
We had a really nice response, really positive response for our first episode last week. Lots of views,
Great.
Lots of likes. Many people said they were very inspired by both the story of the needle grinding from Zhuan Wu, but also by your training. So some people had some questions, first of all, if I could ask you the questions from the people who watched the videos last week. One question was about the kicks. You said you did 100 kicks per each type of kicks. So someone counted it up and said, would that mean you would do more than 1,000 kicks every day when you were training?
Definitely more than 1,000 every day. Yeah.
Wow.
If we do 10 kicks per class, that's 1,000 per class. So we do 3 classes per every day. That's 3,000 already. Yeah, sometimes we do more than 10 kicks per class. So wow. It's a lot. Most of the time, it's more than 3,000. Yeah.
So 3,000 kicks every day.
Yeah.
And you train how many days each week? 7 days a week? 5 days a week? Do you have a rest day?
We don't have holidays. We don't count. We never know what date. We don't know Wednesday, Tuesday. We never know those. We just after a month, after 20 days, a half month, sometimes the whole month, then we ask for a day off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's thousands of kicks per day, every day without holiday. I think that's really hard for many people to imagine who are maybe doing Gong Fu or Tai Chi a few times a week. You know, to do that every day must have been incredible.
Maybe 15 days, have a one day break. We normally do 15 days.
Yeah.
The break is sometimes we need to do a demonstration, need to do a show for some guests to visit Wudang.
Yeah.
So that's our like a break.
And do you think if you do that many kicks when you were younger, that that'll give you a foundation for your whole life? Now at the age you're now, Shifu, do all those thousands of kicks when you were younger, that means you'll be able to kick until you're very, very old now?
Yeah, when we're young, it's most students is from 10 to 20. Not very few over 25 years old, so that's not they can get used to it.
Yeah. Wow. So then the other question, the other comment we had was about when you'd go to get firewood. You mentioned that you'd go to get firewood, and that would be like a break from the training. Someone asked me,
more fun break. More fun.
Yeah. Someone asked me, did you have any other adventures when you were collecting firewood in the forest?
Yeah, we go to the forest. We're not allowed to use any knife, or just bare hand. We climb. Sometimes we get a bee, and the bee chasing us. If we get some bees net. Yeah, that's a couple students, young kids. They get a bee attack, then they will go to hospital or all swelling. Yeah, that's bad luck, children.
Yeah, so you'd have to learn to run fast and run away from the swarms of bees chasing you in the forest.
Yeah, watch. There's a bees. You move away. Yeah.
Because I think I remember reading one time when you said that sometimes some of the Kung Fu would be used for protection against wild animals. And I imagine like bears or some big animal, but I didn't imagine bees.
Big animals. The animals normally they see people, they go away. We see
Yeah.
people. We see wild pig, like a rabbit. We see not really dangerous animals.
Yeah. Okay. So this
Even
week she. Sorry.
snake, even we see snake, there actually is no poisonous snake. We never heard of poisonous snake on Wudang Mountain. We see snake, but not poison.
Do you have poisonous spiders on Wudang?
We either no, we never heard somebody bit a poisoned spider. We see a lot of spider, but never poisoned.
Okay. So not too many dangerous animals on Wudang,
No.
but still good to run away from the bees if they chase you.
Yeah, the firewood we get from the village, not too far, because it's too far. It takes a couple hours to get it back. So if we went further, we will see some rare animals, the flying squirrel animals. The animal did open their legs. They have something on their wing.
Wow.
Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see those.
Wow.
But everybody after lunch we go out to get the firewood. Before dinner, you have to have you have to carry your firewood. So we have no time to hang around. We have to get firewood to carry back.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so this week, Shifu, what stories do you have for us? What is your ancient story, first of all?
Yeah, I have a story in my head to prepare. Actually, it's about Zhang Sanfeng's Grandmaster Zhang Sanfeng's story. Oh, the name actually is Qi Si Tu. It's about one disciple of Zhang Sanfeng. Qi Si Tu in English is hard to translate. This means that disciple, he really was upset to death, was pissed off to death. Yeah. Why he's upset to death? So there's a Zhang Sanfeng in Ming Dynasty. Ming Dynasty was 300,000 people built all the temples around on the Wudang Mountain, and need a chef. Need a chef to cook for all the people. That's a group was 500 people in a big team to get wood, to get a big wood. So that 500 people who cooked for them, that actually was Zhang Sanfeng when he was young. When he was young, he looked sloppy and dirty everywhere. Then people say, what do you do? He said, I can cook. So people let him cook. Then the 500 people will go to work. Then every time they coming back, it's a delicious dumplings, delicious food ready. So one person cook for all those 500 people. And one of the 500 was not a trust when Zhang Sanfeng was young, called his name is Junbao probably. So not a trust on Junbao, the chef. When the 500 people leave, when 499 people leave to work, he will stay to hide behind the door to watch what he cook. Actually, when he watched Zhang Zhenbao was the young Zhang Sanfeng. Zhang Zhenbao cook. There's a big wok. There's a 2 pieces of wood on the big wok. He was poop on the wok. So he was shit on the wok. Then in the evening, the 499 people come back. Then we see the delicious dumpling again. That one person, he didn't go. He didn't eat. He don't want to eat. So the others all eat. So things like this a few times. After a while, I'm not very clear the process. Then the 499 people, they all become the immortal because they eat the dumplings.
The poop dumplings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dumplings. That one person didn't become immortal. He didn't eat. So that's he was upset to death. So 气死徒, that's his name. Actually, in South Cliff Temple, the one in the dragon stone, the dragon insect stone stick out on the cliff. That temple, the main hall on the wall was 500 Lohan, 500 immortal. Actually, one miss is 499. Yeah.
And how did he actually die?
Oh, just means he upset to death. It's really pissed off. Just means, yeah.
So he never became happy at all. He was just upset his whole life.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So, yeah. It's actually has his little statue in Five Dragon Temple on some slope. His little. Actually, this story was told by my master, my Shifu, last year. We went to Five Dragon Temple on the way.
Amazing. Wow. And so John Sung-Fong had 500 disciples.
He actually was cook for them. He's another 500 disciples.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So, are you saying, Shifu, that if we come to Wudang and we are served dumplings, we have to be careful?
Yeah.
What might be inside?
Yeah. Whatever I serve, you need to eat.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Thank you, Shifu. And then, do you have some a story for us this week about your memories from training? Whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah, if talking about a little bit relation with the New Days training. So when we was little, who didn't train hard, and sometimes we have a time to come down the mountain, the students who don't want to go back to the mountain to do the hard training, they will stay longer in the town. Those students nowadays, they're harder. Their life is harder. Yeah. So there's kind of like the upset death disciple.
Right. I see. Yeah. So by not doing what is expected of you, then life becomes harder for you.
Yeah.
So for your students, Shifu, you expect them to do all the practice and train hard, or for them their life will get more difficult, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I definitely I'll take that. I'll take that very seriously and do some more practice today.
Yeah. Also the trust to the Shifu, to the teacher.
Yeah. Could you explain the name Shifu? Because there are lots of meanings to it, right? There's what would be the exact translation of Shifu?
Shifu is the one to lead you to it's basically like a teacher, but also in the father. The Shifu, Fu is a father, Shi is a teacher, so teacher, father.
So that kind of suggests also trust and like a family bond or connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to trust your teacher, trust your Shifu for your cultivation and development.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Things look bad, so they give you the things. Maybe you looks bad and ugly, but it's good thing. Good things.
And when you think about your Shifu and everything that he made you do, now as a Shifu yourself, now as an instructor and as a master yourself, do you understand more why he made you do those things now?
Yeah, it's good that they let us do the hard training. Otherwise, we will the mind will go everywhere.
Yeah. And do the old ways of teaching, are they still important today in today's modern world to train and to teach in these old ways?
Yeah, I think the traditional way it looks slow, but probably the very best way.
Mm.
Yeah, because you don't have other. If you really want to train, you only do the training. You don't go other things. Too many things. If you go try other things.
Yeah. No, wise words. And just before we finish, you have did you want to make any announcements about any online courses that are starting soon?
Yeah, actually, we finished the Taihe Chuan, and we still have the fan class going on. So the Taihe Chuan, the new 5 Animal Qigong class will take place of the Taihe Chuan. So there's a 5 Animal Qigong class is facing to brand new people. So anyone don't have the experience can start this one, or if anyone who trained already, you can do the review. It's we teach from the beginning.
Great.
So the 5 Qigong, yeah.
And this is the turtle and crane and snake, tiger and dragon.
And the dragon, yes.
Yeah.
After finish the 5 weeks to finish the 5 short form. Finish the 5 form, then do every other day practice. Every other day we do the morning and evening practice.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's go for a month. That's each time 20 minutes practice to go through the form.
And when does this course start, Shifu?
Actually start that's Saturday. Yeah, the coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday for Europe.
For Europe is 11 or 12 p.m.
Yeah.
12 p.m. Yeah.
And for North America too, is that starting as well?
Yes, for North America will be, that's Tuesday evening for them. The 7, it was 8:10 Central Time for US.
And then does that start tomorrow for North America or next week?
No, for United States, starting next week.
Next week, okay. So this Saturday for Europe and Tuesday next week for North America.
Yes.
Great. Mm-hmm. And I'll put a link down below for everyone to find the courses to register.
Yeah, I work on a link today. I will send. We'll put on a link.
Okay.
Post. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you. I'll see you again next week for more stories.
Okay. Good.
再见，谢谢，谢谢你。
谢谢。